In the early years of the Universal Century, one man would become notorious throughout the Earth sphere, his beliefs and preachings making him an icon among both his people and the Earth Federations alike, his very existence able to cause mass tension and hysteria. This man's name was Zeonzum Daikun. Born in the 9th year of the Universal Century, Daikun would grow up to become an extremely successful philosopher and a strong advocate for Kontilism, which was the belief that the Earth was sacred and that mankind was always destined to leave it and live in space. And so it was only natural that he also believed that those who live away from Earth in the giant orbiting space colonies be treated as equals and independent nation states. Until then, the colonists had always been seen as a lower class compared to the people of Earth, and because of this, naturally Daikun's teachings of equality and peace would become quickly welcomed and accepted amongst the colonists. Especially Side 3, which was a massive group of colonies located behind the moon. It was only natural that Daikun would then eventually move to Side 3 and continue his teachings. It was only a matter of time before Daikun found himself in a position of power within Side 3. And by 0058, he officially declared independence from the Earth Federation, founding the Republic of Zeon. This was a choice that the Earth Federation would not take too kindly, leading to the creation of the Bardo policy, which halted all resources being sent to Side 3. Naturally, this only caused the tensions to escalate, with Daikun's response being to create a colonial guard that could protect Side 3's assets in case of a Federation offensive against them. What started as a pursuit of independence on Daikun's part would then however end in misery and deceit. For in 0068, right as Daikun was about to address the Earth sphere, he suddenly died before the eyes of millions. In the wake of his death, Daikun's closest friend and confidant, Daikun Sobozabi, claimed it was Daikun's dying wish that he succeeded him. Suspicions were naturally high. There were many who believed Daikun was responsible for Daikun's death, and that he carried out a political assassination so that he could seize power for himself. However, there was no concrete proof of this, and there were many who simply believed that Daikun had died due to overexhaustion as a result of the near endless commitment he had poured into his work. His mistress, Astrea tore Daikun, going on to say he had been exhausted in both body and mind leading up to the final days of his life.
You're exhausted. Why don't you take a break? Come, lie down for a little while and you can...
You expect me to sleep at a time like this? If I am asleep, how will I be able to rouse my disciples? Astraya, I'm running out of time.
After his death, Daikun left behind two children, Kazfal Ren Daikun, his son and heir to the Daikun name, and his daughter, Artasia Som Daikun, both of which soon became targets of the Zabi family, so that they could ensure that they were the most powerful voice throughout the colonies.
Listen! The political tension has put us on the verge of a bloodbath! You'll never survive if you...
The deaths did not end at Daikun, however. Soon after, at Daikun's own funeral, Sasuro Zabi was murdered as the result of a bomb being placed in the car he was travelling in. His brother Dozal only narrowly escaping with his life, the most likely candidate for his murder being none other than his sister Cecilia, as a result of his own lack of respect for her a few days prior. However, despite so much carnage and chaos within Side 3 having already been committed, the political tensions did not end there, and what would follow would signify not just the Zabi family's strength, but the sheer resolve of all the colonies themselves. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I just wanted to quickly say thanks to everyone who liked and commented on the last Gundam video I did. I really didn't expect that video to blow up as much as it did end up doing, and you know, it just makes me really excited to make more Gundam content for you guys. Obviously this is a bit of a shorter video because I didn't expect this one to be as in-depth because it's just really the start of the story of the Universal Century, but I intend to try and do these a lot more often now. I realise I've been uploading pretty sporadically as of late, but I am looking forward to doing more Gundam videos and also more, you know, Galactic versus videos and maybe even some more reviews for you. I've got a Picard review planned, I've got a Doctor Who review planned, I've got another Galactic Versus planned, which is hopefully going to be the Planetary Union versus the United Federation of Planets from Star Trek and the Orville, respectively. And I'm also going to, of course, focus on trying to do this lore series because I've been really wanting to do it for quite a while now, and I'm finally getting around to it. This quarantine business is finally giving me time to do it as well, and you know, I'm just going to try and keep on top of it for once, because clearly you guys showed that you really like Gundam videos, apparently. So I'm looking forward to it, and yeah. So if you want to see more like this, just remember to like and subscribe and support the channel. And yeah, thanks guys.